Please don't do that.
Me? What am I doing?
No. Did it work? It worked. It's just confusing because it says Twitch, but it's actually going to YouTube. So
Okay.
it should be up now.
Cool. Yep, it is. Afternoon tea.
I didn't know what to call it, so here we are. I'm gonna share it. No one's gonna be expecting this, so
Nope.
that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Duties.
Well, hello. Gang's all here. Hello, Gabe. Hello, Paul. Hello, Dominic. Cruz. Sean Spoot. Oh, hello, everyone. Just give me a second. I'm going to share this on my Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Hey, everybody.
And a
Big boy disc golf. I think Jones Supreme is a fine course, but the big issue is that the DDO should not be in the springtime. It needs to move to the summer when the conditions aren't what they are. So, yeah, I think that that's a big part of it. The course is fine. Hopefully we'll be better when we're there in August. Yeah, but I think we need to stop again. We just need to stop having the dynamic disc open in a time frame where the wind has a high likelihood of being what it was. That's, I think, is the big thing. The schedule needs to get revamped. We've been saying it for a while now.
It has
So,
changed too, but it's still just not
yeah.
what you're looking for, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hi. As you probably know, we were all at the Dynamic Disc Open, and I am home now. Eric is on the other side of the country in California.
Yeah.
You can likely hear in my voice that I am sick. I haven't made any official announcements or anything, but I officially tested positive for COVID. Those of you following the Dynamic Disc Open closely probably heard that there was a handful of cases there. The more people I talk to, the more I find out about more cases. So a lot of us got sick. But this one is super mild. I've been quarantining since I got home. I didn't really show any symptoms until the night after I got home, and then I had a fever and all that. Um, so it was super short-lived. It was basically like rough for like 24 hours. And since then, I've just been kind of recovering. So I probably won't be talking a whole lot. It hurts. I'm on the recovery side. So yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry I sound terrible. But
Well,
it is what it is.
in the same vein, I am also forced to talk about the same thing. I also tested positive for COVID today. I started feeling a little bit sick on Monday when I was driving, but not really too bad. Felt it a little bit yesterday. Really tried to social distance myself. Went and played Goat Hill. Grabbed a test on my way home, and was hoping that it was just a allergy or day thing, but it is not, and I will be forced to drop out of Goat Hill, which is um
I wish you would have just come
the
home.
worst.
We could have
It
just
is
been
the
sick together and had a week together, and you wouldn't have had to do that drive.
you
And we
know
could have just hung out.
it's yeah.
And been sick buddies and watched Game Grumps for 24 hours, which is basically what I've been doing.
Yeah. Well, I'm almost done with WandaVision that I started yesterday.
Yeah, I know. It's
I
easy
have
to
one
watch a
more
lot of
episode.
TV.
I have one more episode, so I'll probably watch some Moon Knight here soon.
Yeah,
Catch up on
that's
it.
what
Oh,
my
I'll
recommendation from
probably
the pod was.
I'll probably also watch The Winter Soldier just to catch up on all the Marvel stuff. But yeah, I'm really fucking bummed because this also might throw a wrench into my plans for Masters Cup. Um,
You think so?
yeah, I mean, I David asked me when I'm coming in, but I might have to stay here until the middle of next week.
Tuesday or so? But you have another test, right? So you can take another test in a couple
Yeah,
days.
and I can order a test. I actually the same
Texas
test that I
tie,
ordered.
thank you.
Thank you, Texas Tie. My tee off song at DDO is Saint Lucia Elevate. It's been my tee off song kind of forever. It's amazing.
Did you cheers, Texas tie?
I didn't cheers him. I don't
You
have
gotta
anything
get.
in my water so far.
You need water, Eric.
I'm going.
Gotta chug the
Be right back.
water. So sorry for this sick episode. Sick. But um yeah, just being sick all over each other. Joe. Oh,
Can I
I don't
cheers
know why that's
Dayquil
so
next
funny.
time?
Yeah, you totally can. Zach, if you don't have tea, you can drink something else. Logan says you have to leave though, so sorry about that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't sound great, but I feel pretty good. I've been out doing some gardening today.
Piggy.
Figgy, as always. Thank you, Ryan.
Sick in the chat.
But just trying to stay in the house. And Paige and Alyssa dropped off groceries and a COVID test for me yesterday. They are super sweet. So I have plenty of food to get me through until I can leave the house again. Rick Astley for a tee off song. COVID pants. Thanks, Gotcha. Yeah, so anybody that ordered discs or things from Erica from the Fly Mart, those won't be going out until after this is all passed. Um, just because they're in my house. And so hope that's cool with y'all. All right, so I know you touched on DDO just a little bit, but do you want to talk about like any other aspects of the tournament, or is that really all you
I
wanted to
really do
say?
appreciate everybody coming and showing support during the Fly Mart.
That was
I really do
awesome.
think I think the Zonios are awesome. They are not as overstable as the Earhart zone I'm throwing, but not understable by any means. They're just like super torque resistant. I think I can stretch these a little bit farther. I was throwing it yesterday and it was fantastic. Um, uh, but um, yeah, I believe the Zonios there might be a stamp going up for Infinite to get those out there. We're gonna have some available on the Whale Sacks website. So Zonios will be start going out until we get the Thought Space Athletics Zonio stamp. So
That box that you left them, that like tall half box, wasn't in there. So I'm thinking they may have repacked it. If not, I'm gonna have to call somebody, but I haven't gone through anything, obviously.
oh, that would be bad.
Zach and Steph are gonna come pick them up tomorrow, and they can go through them and see what's there.
Hmm.
But we'll figure it out. But there are some EO discs on the website, as well as some of the Hybrid Furies that were already on there last week. But most of you have already had access to those. So
Nice.
yeah, Cynthia was doing really good. I'm proud of her. Um, God, it's so crazy. Like anyone doing well in the tournament just felt like a surprise because everyone that I watched play was just like super struggling. Um, but obviously, like, you just have to do better than the rest of everyone. So, like, people doing well was still like over par, or, it's just interesting to think about it
Uh,
like that.
so yeah, to touch on that whole concept, I touched on a couple debate topics throughout the week in regards to DDO and everything. And if you're in the chat and you're one of these people who feels this way, I'm probably going to offend you, and I'm sorry. But basically the concept of saying that the players needed to be smarter and have a better game plan, and oh, it's just so nice to see them not, just getting a bunch of birdies. um it leads me to the point of, do do those people who think that way legitimately think I didn't try and stick to my game plan and or play smart, um and or choosing to throw my overstable discs to play safe? If you actually think that that wasn't part of my game plan and I still shot, 20 plus strokes over par, you're crazy. Of course I did. Of course I was trying to play safe. But it didn't matter. Like, it legitimately did not matter. Like, what was happening, like how you threw the disc, where the disc was going, what was going on. So, and I've said this a few times where I legitimately think part of what happened at DDO was players who tended to play well, you know, were confident in their shots, threw good overstable discs, but when the wind affected their discs or a wind gust happened, hey Chloe, thank you for the
Chloe, thank
4.99.
you.
Um, when the wind affected their disc, it didn't take it and throw it out of bounds. They stayed in bounds and were still able to get par and still able to get to save their strokes. I legitimately think that that is what happened to them. That doesn't mean that they. I don't think that they threw the disc that much better than others, but when when we were out there throwing shots and a wind gust took a disc and threw it, 100 feet completely sideways out of bounds, it's not as if we threw the disc bad. It's just how the wind affected our disc. So the concept of that pulls all this in is that people actually thought we didn't have game plans and we were just being wildly aggressive. No, it just became to the point where the wind made it to where so much was out of our control at that point. So disc golf in this facet is, conditions should have a small implication on the results. It should not be the major implication of the result. And what happened this past weekend at DDO, the wind was the biggest factor dictating the result. It did not matter how you threw a disc, the wind could just take it and throw it out of bounds. You could play the disc. I had a couple shots where my disc was in bounds the entirety of its flight, the entire time it was in, and then once it was on the ground, a wind gust happened and blew it out of bounds, just like what happened to Brody Smith. That
You
happened
also had a
multiple
couple that
times.
were out of bounds the entirety of their flight.
Oh, for sure. For sure that happened. But
Sorry.
so no, you're fine.
I'm here for the comedic value.
Yeah.
Did
So
it
again,
did it hit
anybody
right?
who, yeah, it did. It was very funny. Anybody who just legitimately thought we were out there thought we were just not trying and that we weren't playing the same way as other people. It's like we absolutely were. So uh
I don't
it it,
know.
it just
It's really hard to say like how it all like Zach's comment, like you had a game plan and then gusts of wind happen. And
yeah,
like does that mean your game plan wasn't good enough or should have changed or, blah blah blah? Like maybe, but it's just bizarre and impossible to know.
yeah,
But like I mean, this is like a great example. Obviously, I saw it happen a lot, but it was probably the one of the better moments that I was like, that was 100% not the player's fault. But like
yeah,
Lauren Butler was throwing, she laid up and then she was throwing to the island on 16, the one that Matt Bell aced, and like her second shot was great height, perfect, low, straight at the island. It was gonna check up, definitely in front of the wall. It was looking great. And it was almost to the island, and this gust of wind picks it up and throws it straight up into the air, and it goes OB long. Whereas it was never over that wall out of her hand, not once. Like it
Yeah.
was just beelining for the wall. It was perfect. And then she ends up OB long. I was like, okay, well, it was just the perfect example of like, yeah, that wasn't her fault,
Yeah.
you know.
It was, yeah, and again, I don't want this to look at as like as an excuse and or trying to take away from what anyone
Else did.
who did play did. And yeah, it just felt uh it felt as if, yeah, it just felt so much out of our control. When we were at WR Jackson, the game felt, I felt completely in control of the result, of where I was going to play. If I was throwing the disc well, if I was making my putts, if everything was working, I was going to play well. I wholeheartedly felt that way. And in Emporia, I felt like I was throwing the disc well, but it didn't matter. Like it did not matter.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah, and Chloe did
the
ace,
hole
which
that
was
also Chloe aced. Yes, that is the hole I was talking about. Sorry, Chloe,
yeah,
I didn't mean to discount your ace. The $25,000 just sticks out in my mind.
yeah.
Congrats to Chloe and Matt Bell and Jeremy Colling. I think was there a
One other practice piece.
Estonian too or something?
I think it was from Norway. I'm not sure.
Norwegian?
Yeah. I either way, disc golf was nearly impossible, and it was very weird to see and just watch people get punished for certain things. So uh, I stand by my point is that the DDO should not be in the springtime.
Chloe aced it for free.
Yeah. So that is
um
where I will stand, and
okay,
I
so
will tell.
that is about the tournament itself, but I like okay, sure, we all got COVID this week. That sucks.
Mhm.
But damn, did I have a good week. I don't know about you, Eric, but I had so
It was a
much
great week.
fun
It's very
and
fun.
I got to spend a ton of time with Erica and Gabe and Zach and we played pickleball and we went and did this stadium experience thing with the whole crew and played a little disc golf at Hammond with Ian and Erica and I'm trying to think like the Fly Mart always it's like a lot of work but also a lot of fun at the same time. Um I guess that's most of it. If I and just like dinner and drinks with people. So it was really fun. It was like a very social outing, so it really isn't that surprising that that we got sick. But I don't want to say like it was worth it, but it was kind of worth it. you know? Especially since this one is so much more mild. Like I'm fine. We're good. Thankfully we're healthy and smart about fluids and all that jazz, so um anything else you want to say about DDO?
No, no. Uh, yeah, I do think they Dynamic Discs runs a great event. I genuinely think
Shout
the
out to
only thing
Jackie
is that,
Mo.
yeah, shout out to Jackie Mo and the whole, Doug and everybody who was out there. I just hope they hope hope that EMAC and Dynamic Discs are willing to accept some feedback. There was a couple things in regards to the course that I don't agree with. Uh, same saying. It's just like there are trees that if you hit, you were immediately OB on certain holes, and they were a part of like the gaps and stuff. It just felt really kind of dumb. It's like, shouldn't hitting the tree be my punishment, not also hitting the tree and going OB? It's like it just feels bad in that regard. But yeah, and also like there's on at Country Club there's back to back island holes. And it's hole 15 and 16, and hole
15?
15 doesn't need to be an island. It just
15's an
doesn't.
island?
It is an island. I doubled it because I went to the drop zone
15.
and then I went OB
Oh,
out the back.
15. Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't need to be. It just needs to be a runway where and play the disc as it is. It's like if you're going to play an island on the next hole, it's like we don't need more islands. Like it just does it. I think it defeats the purpose
Yeah.
for what you're trying to do. And um, players throw shots that come in and leak out barely out of bounds left. It's like you shouldn't be incurring a stroke and distance there. Like you just shouldn't. It should
Josh
be
disagrees with you.
what's that?
Josh disagrees with you. I think it's hard to understand what he means without like seeing the hole, but essentially like there's a
Yeah,
creek that's out of bounds with a tiny gap
yeah.
where you already have to like try to find the landing zone. And then there's trees in the gap. And where if you hit that
And
tree and you fall down, obviously you're not progressing forward, but then you fall into an OB creek. That is also the line you're supposed to take. The only
mhm.
line you can take. There's even Mando signs. So,
So I do think
but
on most
everybody
of the
has their
holes,
own opinion, so
yeah, but on
it's
most of
fine.
those holes, if the conditions were calm, I think they're fine because you should be able to hit your gap. But hey, later, Doc. Um, but when the wind was up like it was, you couldn't really control the disc through the gap the whole way because you'd throw it and then it'd get pushed into trees and double stuff. Double punishment for me is always, always overkill.
Paul.
All right,
Okay,
Josh.
Josh. Okay.
Huh. I'm not whining or
We're not really all
anything.
about the negativity here, so it's
Yeah.
cool. Well, I mean, you are kind of complaining, but that's
No,
fine.
I'm not.
You
I
have
no.
every
I
right
what
to
I
have your
what
opinion,
I
and
was
so does
leading
Josh.
that to. What I was leading that
This
to
Josh
was
guy.
trying to provide feedback to the tournament in the right way.
Did you
Of
send an email or anything? I think you should like
I
detail out.
going to this week since I
Cool.
got in.
Cool.
Um, is it's not about it's not about complaining. It's about talking about ways for things to improve. We saw things happen that felt overly punishing. In all of sports, they are looking to remove double punishments. Even in disc golf, if you miss a mandatory and go OB, you don't get two extra strokes, you get one penalty. But what we tend to do in disc golf is all right, you are now hitting a tree, which is a punishment, but also going OB. Also, on island holes, it's constant stroke and distance because that's how island holes like to play, even though it's been kind of that whole concept that we are trying to move away from that. So the point of this is to try and provide feedback in a
Yeah,
professional manner.
it's good.
This isn't us
Josh doesn't need our
complaining
attention.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just like that's not what it's about. Like, I think he misread the whole conversation.
I don't think he did, but that's totally okay. You have every right to talk about how you feel about it because you played the event, and I do think that everyone that did play it, if they have feedback, should be, sending an email to whoever because we are playing, not we, but they're playing Worlds there this year too. So,
And I genuinely think most of the holes and stuff will play better
yeah,
in better
without the wind.
conditions.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we at least got to see it on the last day. I mean, you didn't get to do it yourself, but kind of see
Yeah.
how it plays without the wind. So,
Yeah, there were things like okay, to provide feedback to the tournament, they made a 598-foot par 3 that with OB left and right and long and everywhere and it was birdied once. I think John Willis is the only person who got it.
mhm. Is that on East or
Yeah.
Country
All right,
Club?
Josh, I take care, my friend. I hope I'm
There's
no
no
longer
reason to
investing
give
any
Josh
more
any
time.
more attention. We have
Have a great one.
amazing people here in the chat, so we'll hang out
Yeah.
with them. Um, yeah, so I think it's fine. I think feedback's good, and things don't get better unless you fight for it. So it's great.
Yep. Providing positive feedback is the best thing we can do. Is giving our opinion and them taking that. But if this isn't we aren't people who also I'm not going to Facebook or Instagram or anything to bash the event and or bash the people. This is a conversation about people asking me my thoughts. So I'm having and formulating my thoughts, but not saying that they've done anything wrong. I legitimately think the courses played great. I think Dynamic Disc runs an amazing event, and everything about what's going on is that all right, cool. It's a new course with new changes that also um, that we need to see uh, it's a new course with new things and they need proper feedback. So PJ Forums will be that best place to do that, and that's the whole goal here.
Cool.
Yeah. So crazy. Looking forward to a bunch of future events. Like I know OTB probably had some feedback changes and everything, so that's going to be a fun one to get back up there. Portland Open, another one. I think we're going back to Blue Lake for at least 2 of the rounds, which will be awesome. So that's the same concept. Is every event should be looking to improve. Every event should be looking to change, alter, and uh, awesome. Good to hear, Jonathan. So
So yeah, next up for you, because you're not doing Goat Hill, is Masters Cup, which you
yeah,
might just be a couple days late to.
yeah. I would probably still
But hey,
play. I might not get practice.
this is the year of winging it, isn't it? Things not going as planned and figuring it out, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you've done a great job at that this year so far. So, and it's worked
Hmm.
out really well for you.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. We'll go to Eagles Crossing.
Jack
Yeah,
Brew, what's up?
yeah.
Chase,
There's
how you doing?
Jamie Thomas. I kind of agree um that that the courses are the best, but again, they stepped up and are willing to run the event. I think it'll be tough because Vermont and Peoria have the great diversity between the two courses for a world championships. So I think that that's something that we all were kind of hoping we would have every time we go to worlds is a great open course, a and a great wooded course. But not every place can have that. Emporia doesn't have that, but again, I played Emporia Worlds when it was at Jones East and Country Club, and it was good. It was really good. It's just hot as balls. That's pretty
It's
much it.
just super hot.
Yeah.
Where are you guys going? Eagles Crossing?
Eagles Crossing. Yeah,
Where
absolutely.
where is
I want
that
to go
at?
there.
What city?
It's near Columbia, Missouri, so it'd be a
Oh,
haul.
so
But
it's
to
yeah, 14 or something from here.
yeah, but it'd be worth it for
Well,
sure.
14 to Emporia, I believe, maybe 14 and a
It's
half
probably like
even.
I think it's probably like 10 or 12.
Funny, somewhat funny story, except you know what? There's a reason I didn't drive home with Paige because Paige is COVID free and I would have definitely given it to her had I driven home with her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, well, maybe not. Cuz instead I was flying and didn't know I had it. I had a mask on though. So, there's that. But anyways, I was going to say that I was like leaving trying to get back to Pensacola on my flight, and I found out like the day before that Paige was coming home here to Pensacola and driving, so I literally could have like driven with her. And then she she actually beat me home by like a half hour.
That's crazy.
So funny. Zach, have a great time at League. I hope that you win. Can you win your own league? You probably can, right? I hope you play good. I hope you hit the lines that you intend to hit. And I can't wait to come to Monday League. I'm glad you're doing that so I can actually attend once I feel better.
Mm-hmm.
So, um,
Good to
they
know,
have
Kelly. That's
cabins to
really good to know.
rent. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Sweet. Super good to know. Um, Well, Eric and I had discussed cutting this short so that I didn't completely ruin my voice. I talked on the phone with my parents for like 45 minutes last night, and by the end of it, like, I literally had to like eat spoonfuls of honey because it was super sore. It really only hurts when I have been talking for a little while. So, this'll do it. But if you guys have any like questions or any things you want to say for the last couple little bits, I'm sure we'd be happy to answer, and then we'll probably log off here in 5 minutes or so just to save our energy and our voice, and I will probably play some Rocket
Mhm.
League here shortly if any of our homies want to play. I see you, Figgy. I see you, Brilliant, Rainbow Brilliant, Unicorn Smog. um, but yeah. Tina, are you still play on tour? No, nope. I am still in disc golf in some regards. I played a event in January, but that was the first one I'd played in 2 years. COVID really killed disc golf for me. But I'm playing casually and loving it, and hope to get out to a couple leagues that we have locally. And then I'm going to Sula and the European Open in July, but then I plan on doing some events in the UK um, in the end of July, early August. So that'll be kind of my disc golf involvement for the year. Kind of do some growing the sport for the ladies over um, in the UK, and then I don't know what after that. I think like my summer is pretty taken up with gardening stuff, which has been awesome, and I really enjoy that. But then I just have also been loving playing casually. So, but then when I do go to these tournaments and I'm there to vend and all that, I do get I get the bug for sure. I definitely like really want to compete after I've been watching my friends compete, you know. I get that like, oh my gosh, I want to go play. So, that's cool that that's still there, but it's not I just have so many other things that I want to do, and I spent a lot of time um in disc golf for the last handful of years. Um, Eric, I forgot we have a what's in the mail for you. I'll be
Oh,
right
do you?
back. Yeah, I found that disc I said I lost.
Oh, nice. I don't even know what it is. It's gonna be delayed on the stream because it's a little behind. Wes Warren, thank you so much.
Did I bring it in here already? No?
Hmm,
Okay, well, I found it and then I lost it. So,
nice.
what the fuck? Where did I put it? Would you like to entertain while
You're cutting out a lot.
Eric?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there, so I can't entertain currently.
I
That
know.
means it's your job.
Yeah, just responding to people. Um,
Dang it.
yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what you have. What did you lost it already?
I can't believe it.
I don't know, Fig. I'd be scared if to see if Spicy J actually tried to demo. Be really scary because he has so much car control. Yeah, definitely. The confusion part is definitely part of the COVID symptoms.
Shit. I literally
All Hill, yeah, they're out there.
I thought I
Uh,
brought it over here because I specifically wanted to show you.
Is it in the? I don't know.
This is really gonna bother me. Okay, well it's a polecat.
Oh, is it from Scans?
See? I'm so confused. It must be, right?
I don't know, love. Jamie Thomas, I am on the registration, but they haven't announced the wildcard spot, so I believe I am in for European Open.
I'm so embarrassed. I have no idea where it is.
You didn't put it with my stuff? Thanks,
No,
Infinitemetrical
it was.
I like the study a lot.
I was bringing it in here specifically to do a what's in the mail,
Yeah,
and now it's just gone.
that's so funny.
My mind is blown.
Well, I would love to. Did you remember what colors it was?
Yeah, it's like peach
And what's
and
the color of
white.
the stamp?
I don't know the stamp color.
Oh, just please
This
don't
is
be
cool
gold.
though.
Was it a gold stamp?
Probably.
Tina, now you need to find it.
I don't know where it is.
Can you go find it, please?
I just walked around the house twice.
Yeah, but you should find
I'll look
it.
when we're done. I'm really
All right.
sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I gotta go eat some food.
Yeah,
Eric, have you heard anything about the European Open?
I just talked about it.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna go eat some food and take a nap.
All right. I can't appreciate everybody for tuning in today and coming
You
to hang
can't
out.
appreciate them?
No, I can't appreciate them enough. Sorry. Words.
I'd like to appreciate you all, but I don't.
Hey, Tina, you can shut up. I'll talk to you later. My brain's just as fogged up as
I
yours,
can
so
tell.
shut up, Miss. I lost the polecat for the second time.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, I need a nap for sure. The brain fog is real.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you're on our Discord. If anyone has that link, please. Well, no one can send it but me. God damn it. Give me a second.
I can.
Since our boy Rainbow, isn't here. I've been watching
You
Wheel
just
of
did it.
Fortune. Oh, there you go. Either of those will work fine. um, okay. Yes, I am losing my mind. If I find the polecat in this house somewhere, I will post a picture in the Discord, which you can go there. But after I wake up from my much needed nap, I will definitely be on the rocket cars. So
Mhm.
I appreciate you being here, even if Eric doesn't. Eric,
Mhm.
just be present for another 30 seconds while we sign off.
Well, I thought you were still being mean, so I
I
just
was.
didn't
I
care.
said I appreciate you, even if Eric doesn't.
Yep.
Okay, now that you heard that, I love you all.
I love you all. Take
Thanks
care,
for
everybody.
dealing with us today.
Yep.
Bye.
Appreciate the support.
Bye.
Bye.
I feel crazy.